Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Europa Universalis III for my Paradox Mega Campaign. So, we're dealing with mass revolts in the south. I want to upgrade my infantry, but now's not the time, as because they're kind of currently being used in combat, a significant amount. Where's that transport fleet? Yeah, you need to get to Gibraltar and pick up the last guy. I totally forgot about him there. We will retake southern Abyssinia, no problems. God. It's a wreck around here. How am I still getting war exhaustion from attrition? What the hell? Reduce trade investment, whatever. I'm apparently still getting war exhaustion, even though I'm not at war. Just caused by me leaving troops in Gibraltar? Great. So for an unknown reason, I now have to deal with a frick ton of war exhaustion. And it appears it's going to keep going up. Like, this is terrible. This is going to cause my war exhaustion to degrade incredibly slowly. Hunt rebels instead. Just keep killing them. We need to increase stability and try and restore order. While you're there, assault that. And assault. Yeah, no, you go back that way. Okay, so we are retaking the area. Problem is, I still have no idea why I'm gaining all this war exhaustion. There we go, it seems to have gone away now. I have no idea what it was. What was I gaining war exhaustion from? Oh, who knows? I suppose in the end it doesn't matter. Alright, so we've got Liwa. One province in the area is now converted. Luckily I have troops in Crimea, don't I? So yeah, they're taken care of instantly. Who would back them up? SA and Savoy. That's useful, considering I have ambitions against Savoy. But for now is not the time to think of war. Now is the time to think of dropping my 17 war exhaustion. Shrug it off down to at least about 3 or something. Like Alexandria is 6.2. I can like take up to 12 war exhaustion in Alexandria at 0 stability. Without, you know, a single bit of problem. Assault, assault, assault. Time of troubles. Sucks for them. I mean, I know the Caliphate's just gonna start falling apart. Britain Patriots, Britain Patriots, and Britain Patriots. Who do they go to? Like Orleans? It would be like either Orleans or Bourbon or something. Huh. No idea. Either way, we still got our work cut out for us. Alright, come on, we've almost got this area under control again. Overall, we are regaining a fair bit of control. Which is surprising. I guess because just how much troops I put on hunting down the rebels, because I can do that. And I suppose that means my income stabilized. And that means in March, so 3 months from now, I will globally drop to revolt risk. So I'll go up to stability. That will be utterly imperative for the coming time. If it's not already completely imperative. Yeah, you can go there first. Recalc your route. Alright, so up to -1 stability. Things are stabilizing. Under 15 war exhaustion. If I can get up to 0 stability, then I'll be in real good shape. I now have a budget of 5 annually to spend. Gotta love it. They'll be taken care of, I'm sure. I have more than enough guys around here. I'm starting to do, I guess, what you can call augmented rebel hunting, where I leave it up to the AI, kind of. But at the same time, you know, do a lot of manual intervention and directing them. I mean, half the time you've got basic things doing that, that's fine. Come on, we need to regain a bit of control here. Ooh, we got the second province. So that but leaves Beni Yas. Of course we get a second revolt there, which in turn I believe are fighting each other. Yes, yes they are. Or were they attacking? Yeah, they were fighting each other. I was wondering if they were attacking the fort there. But no, they are definitely fighting each other. Or were. Yeah, they should have that. There, that should free up the remaining guys. And yeah, basically France is as good as fallen for the Caliphate. They've lost France because it's in a completely separate area. Combined with all the rebels and the invading Europeans. It appears Europe might retake France after all. Always interesting to see, I suppose. Well, let's see. I want to claim these provinces, I think, overall. For, you know, Visigothorum, as well as all the stuff down here, and make sort of that. Not going over here. That's not my area. Not what I want. This area will be taken for Italia, so will this and this, or rather Rome, I should say. Basically everything Epirus owns, except for like Bulgaria and stuff, will liably go to Byzantium when I form it. That's still a little ways away though. Gotta restore the remaining provinces. No. Assault. Done. And recalc your route. Good. A lot of work. Yeah, right, we're dropping war exhaustion at a fairly decent rate. Let's improve to, I think I want to go with Gustavian. Offense Fire 5, Offense Shock 4. 3 or 6, yeah. Yeah, Gustavian. They're better with fire, so. And with my high artillery. Rome apparently has no ship capable of dealing with that. It appears I will have to aid them. And such, you will be off rebel hunting duty. Andalusia and Medina. Ugh. I'm sure my armies will handle it. They're just all misplaced right now. Wow. Done, and send. Alright. That's still Catholic. That's still Catholic. That's Protestant. I'll put up with the Protestants for a bit. I hate the Catholics more. We are working on wiping out Catholicism, but Transylvania just keeps expanding out here, and that's making it hard. I guess we can banish it to Siberia. Punishment worse than eradication. No, wait, I'm not going there, I'm going here. Yeah, I don't think that's going to defect. Too bad. I'll go against Sweden one day. Speaking of which, sell the province of Havana. Like I said, I've got a couple of colonies I don't really want, since I seized them. That's fine. Yep. I think I was the only one left. Oh yeah. The Bahamas I wanted to give to the Shawnee. I have no will to have them. Yeah, I think that looks good. It's unlikely, but... Ignore their demands. God damn, I hate them. See, here's the problem. This is going to continue like this. For pretty much ever. Yeah, no one wants the bloody Bahamas. I sure as hell don't. Good colonist. At least I can convert it. Anyway, we can retake Corsica. Peasant wars, times of troubles. Alright, let's get them back to Alexandria. Why would it ever go back around like that? That made no sense. Assault. Yeah, there you go. Come on, keep it up. We can retake everything. We keep bleeding off war exhaustion. That'll also make stability cheaper. Stability is ridiculous. Like, my capital province, stability costs 78. Like, this is how ridiculous it is for me. Like, people like to complain about, how, you know, releasing everything was a terrible idea. The reality of it is, if I wanted to ever get above -3 stability, it had to be done. No questions could be asked. I designed the religion and the government I'm using in such a way as to limit me in that manner, that I could not maintain an empire that is so massive that all hell would pretty much just break loose anytime I tried to do anything. That's the way I designed this empire, as a way of providing me a bit of a challenge and stopping me from mass expansion at a whim. I actually have run out of manpower. Huh. That is worrying. Okay, so manpower, I am out of it. Well. I never thought I'd see that day. Either way, keep the fight up then. 400 troops, well, breached, definitely. Okay. So let's try and keep people out of high attrition areas. Yeah, never gonna work. Alright, so we are regaining control, and sadly not manpower. Okay, good, somebody's going to stop them. Too late, however. Yeah. Raise taxes. I need them. Income's returning. And it appears we are gaining manpower. Basically consuming manpower at the same rate we were getting it in. It is, to say the least, not a pretty sight. I didn't realize that there was such a strain on my manpower pool at this current time. However, apparently there is. Siege of Damascus, excellent. Yeah, okay, we have a bit of manpower back now. Just barely any. Like, a month's worth at best. Not surprised if that's how much I lose a month, like 10,000. That's how much I've been probably losing for a month for several years. Occupation of Spain probably cost me way too many men. Wasn't there somebody else tasked with that? Oh, who knows? Savoy's getting a pretty decent colonial empire going. Time to kick them out of Europe. Cologne has accepted religious unity with Bohemia. Wasn't that one of the last Catholic? Yeah. Well, there goes that. Catholicism is fading in Europe, with it all pretty much occupied by other areas. Still, we need to keep shrugging off this war exhaustion. The rebels are kind of dying out. If I can drop another friggin'... if I can get up to -1 stability, I think most of the revolts will subside. Like, if I look around here, it's 1.5-ish. This entire area will literally stop revolting if I go up a point of stability. And, you know, that really will help, to say the least. Getting my budget back. Aquilia has accepted religious unity. Yeah, more of the empire is slowly turning Protestant, it seems. Bohemia could call for Reichsreform, it seems, as well. I think they're going more so for trying to religiously unify the empire first. Probably a wise decision. Scandinavia's, I'm amazed, shrugged off the Islam. Back to being good old Protestant, it seems. So yeah, we have Toulouse, Burgundy, Baden, and Transylvania and Wallachia. Those are the only Catholic nations left. Eradication will be soon for them. That is certain. I need to stop Epirus in their tracks if they plan to expand on top of them. I want at least 0 stability before I start declaring more wars. Come on. We're down to 0.3. And I'm back. Terribly sorry about that. A cell phone decided to ring on me. I have no idea what I was talking about beforehand. But, yeah, cell phone just kind of rang. Sorry, guys. Totally professional. However, when your father calls you, it's generally important. And I suppose it relatively was. As is, you know, have to plan. My brother's birthday is actually next week. Oh, good God. Get everyone out of there. So, you know, things have to be planned, and now people are bothering me on Steam. What is this? International Bother Kevin Day? No, it's not. It's International Talk Like a Pirate Day. Damn it. Alright. You're moving. You're no longer hunting rebels then. Okay. Let's see. Noble's worried is negative friggin' stability. God damn. Alright. Think it'll be stability? I think it'll be stability. That was me smashing my goddamn fist against my dresser. Anyway, let's continue before I murder something. Thank you. I guess I'm just twitching. My eye is twitching. No, you're hunt rebels, hunt rebels, hunt rebels. Okay. Probably don't need them all there, but we have them all there. I've been just investing straight into stability for God knows how long. Just trying to, you know, goddamn stabilize myself. This is just pissing me off. But I think I've burned off most of my war exhaustion at this point, which is good. Yeah. Which really has, you know, reduced my need for... pretty much actually killed my revolt risk overall, I think. Yeah, we're getting provinces all over. We're discovering more of the Shawnee and stuff, which is always useful. And yeah, I don't know. Trying to keep the Cree there, or Creek. I thought they were the Cree, or is that a separate tribe? I think that's a separate tribe. Visigothrum's. Oop. Yeah, we're gaining core up here, and there's still piles of revolt risk. Much of it from nationalism that I just can't kill completely. And now the Khanate is divided. Russia has random cores out there. My God, this is a mess. It looks like they've got their armies together. I'm debating who my next target shall be. It'll either be Crimea or Epirus. I think it's going to end up being Epirus, which means I'm going to need my battle fleet there. In total, I have 27 troops on this side of the Bosphorus. 30. Their potential to stop me if I send a few armies. A few, of course, always being 3, if I use it properly. Pretty much 0. Oh, no, here we go, okay. So, I want to outnumber them at least 2 to 1, I would say. 2 to 1. So I'll need at least 4 armies for the invasion. That's, I think, providable. We've got the Bosphorus blockaded. Check. Okay, we can have 2 guys positioned here. You can just walk through and we can create literally a wall here and move around and do whatever we need. That's how I can move up to Ladokia. Yeah, alright. I see that working. I'd at least like -1 stability again before I go to war, though. I mean, come on, is it that much to ask? God, I get hit with so many negative stability events. It's ridiculous. Now, stationing a guy there would be silly. Hell, stationing people here is terrible. Why are Greece's supply, or like Anatolia's supply limits so terrible? 2.3, 2.0, so that's slightly better. 3.3 and 4.2, yeah. Slightly better. Yeah. God, stationing troops is going to be terrible. I'll have to try and make it a blitz and take everything on this side. We've got troops in Crimea to take out Theodosia, whom will then come down and perform landing and assist here. So, in total, we should have more than enough troops committed to take out Epirus. They have been working their way into Asia, and a complete and total war against them to kick them out of Europe, which, you know, really is going to be my goal. Like, I'm going to go for pretty much everything around here. Like, I'll probably have Wallachia released here. I'm always enjoying improved tax rates. So we've discovered the Greenland Sea. Excellent. I seriously hurt my hand smashing it. Ow. I'm an idiot. Alright, well, let's continue anyway. Oh. So, how's the war exhaustion looking? Alright, we're getting there. So, I need a new artist. I need to own at least one fine arts academy. That's actually pretty good. Very well, I shall see about commissioning a fine arts academy. For such a price? No. Right, building manufactories is just terrible. Incredibly expensive. Alright. So we've got control of the Bosphorus. That means they can't cross over no matter what. Unless they can somehow outbattle my fleet. They're busy being at war in Asia. So already their war exhaustion is going to be climbing up a bit. It's already at 4.24. Where basically, if I were to go now, we'd start even war exhaustion, which wouldn't be a terrible thing. Yeah, 92 over 86. I don't know where I picked up these extra ships from, allegedly. Oh well, let's get to work. I really, really, really would like, like positive stability here. Or, like, not even positive. I'll take -1. I will take -1 stability. That is good enough. September 1630, I declare war. Like, I will just take that. That's fine. That is fine by me. I'm just assuming that Epirus won't be able to get its transport fleet anywhere around here. Yeah, that's their transport fleet. Long, long way away. Here's another one. Yeah, they have a pile of transport ships, but nothing else. They have no real military bulk to their fleet. My caravels may be dated, but they are battleships and not transport ships. I really would love to update them to galleons, but the cost is a little too much right now. Oops. Would have shown me up there, but I wasn't paying enough attention. When am I ever? Alright. So I suppose we're about ready then. Okay, we need 1 liter, 2 liter, 3 liter. Let's go with you for there. You for there. You for here. Alright. Getting ready for war. Raise taxes even higher. Gonna need all the money I can get. How's culture spreading anyway? I should look. Arab culture is doing terribly. It's collapsing. Imperialism. What's happened over here? Yeah, I need to move on Epirus soon. Now is fine. I can shrug it off. Theodosia. Yeah, I have a core on one of their provinces, yeah. It'll be that, though. Denmark and Bulgaria, if that's it, then they're in trouble. Because I have so many vassals. Very likely across the board. I do. Alright, initial moves. No. I want to declare war on you. Okay. Send an insult. Why do I have such good relations with them? I have no idea. Imperialism. Denmark, Bulgaria. That's also including Burgundy then. Alright. Let's, move forward with a blitzkrieg. Yeah, I expect a loss in Constantinople. There is no win scenario that I don't lose Constantinople for the duration of the war. It's more or less I take everything on the side of the Bosphorus and then prepare a massive invasion. On a scale never seen before. There's no simply, I can get away with it, Alright, so I still have 166,000 manpower. And I'm double checking that on occasion now. They've surrendered. I have no diplomats. Bloody hell. Yeah, no, we're not going for white peace here. We are going for bust. So we're... I suppose the best place to put them would be there. That gives us full surround coverage. February 25th, February 23rd. February 25th. Full-scale invasion. Reputation isn't everything. I'm not losing more stability, thank you very much. Yeah, decline. I think that... Demand tribute. What can I get from them in terms of treaties? Force religion. Yeah, I think we go with that. They're orthodox. I shall not tolerate such. Yeah, I can actually just reconquest them. Not even gonna call allies. Not even worth it. Like, it's just they're dead. There's no questions. Move forward. Didn't it say that they just took a province? Cheeky bastards, I'll give them that. Alright, so we've taken out Kaizakos, okay. So we've gotten everything on this side of the Bosphorus. As to what I do here, we'll see. It appears they've opened up another land front. As such, I'll just have to move to block them. Transylvania is backing them, that's fine. Kind of expected, actually. I would think they want white peace. Yeah. Transylvania doesn't hate me or anything. We bros. I have no diplomats. This is annoying. Alright, so. Finally, we attack Prusa. There we are. Nope. Okay, whatever. Decline. Epirus still wants white peace. What's the war score sitting here? 33? Yeah, no way. They risk loss. It's not a good thing. I'm gonna need another squad there ASAP. August 11th. Yeah, I should have time for the naval battle. Well, that halted their advance in its entirety. Alright, so that's taken care of now. We need to walk back across the Bosphorus now. Denmark? No. My next diplomat will be for Denmark. Let's move in. Alright, so my next diplomat is for Denmark, assuming they'll accept. Force religion. Accepted, they are now iconoclast. But not an imperial province, that's okay. That is okay. Yeah, they don't have much of a chance to... do anything about that. If they move troops, they're dead. And that makes Arabia completed. You know what? I'm feeling generous. Another hour-long episode. Whether or not this format will stick, we'll see. I don't know. Stability increase. Huzzah. How much longer until I have a diplomat for them? Because I think I'm about ready to deliver to my demands. I don't know where the AI gets this idea that it can offer me white peace. I find it insulting. Alright, so I finally got a diplomat. They would not accept this, huh? Yeah, apparently I need to beat them into submission a little more. Alright, so I've got troops pretty much everywhere I need. I mean, they aren't getting troops through, yeah, Rome is landing troops. It's always good to see that they're at least trying. I could annex them as well. I probably will. Yeah, I should assist them. Our troops here have reinforced. Yeah, they retreated from there. 17 war exhaustion to my 7. Yeah, they're getting the message, I think. The message of they've lost the freaking war. It's time to give up. How much am I talking about getting here? Literally 99. Okay. 99. So we finished this war. We finished this war to the end. Alright, so that's taken care of. Alright, so sue for peace, we're up to 72. Yeah, like I said, the amount we're talking here is the full 99. And then I can restore Byzantium. '17th of April, 16th of April. Sucks to be them. Caught them at another of their massive armies. Alright. So, although this is being a bit trickier than originally anticipated, and as in, like, the war costs are much higher, I suppose that's because before I was using Holy War on the Muslims. Works well. But this is alright. I can live with this. I don't think I'm going to annex Bulgaria, though. I know I said I would. I thought that was Norway. I just realized that was Bulgaria. Anyway, alright. Yeah, we're getting there. We need another 3% in the war score department. Can you get that? Will that do it? Yes, it will. Yes, it will. And so it shall be, unless there's like a 1% province. Sind. Yeah, let's not. If it was Kutch, sure, but Kutch, I believe, actually costs 2. Yeah. Kutch, because then, you know, you get the center of trade, but no. This is it. They would accept the offer. Send. And so Byzantium shall be restored. I'll have to add in the cores, won't I? Yeah. Yeah, I will. But, hey. Look what we just did. And out of all of this, I came out with only 7 war exhaustion. Not bad. This was a good Blitzkrieg war. I think Pascal is my next target, so I can release a mystery vassal who will contain this area. And then we have Byzantium here. We have a lot of area to conquer here. But the part of this should be, hopefully, that I keep Epirus out of Asia a bit. Or force them entirely into Asia after I'm done annexing everything they have in Europe. I mean, I can just take everything on the continent but Epirus, and they will be forced to give me their capital. And then their capital will be moved to India. Sucks to be them. But, yeah. I know I promised an hour long, but alright, this is longer than usually episodes are, so 50 minutes will do. Or 50, or, well, it's 50 minutes for me. I think it's 48 right now, because I spent like 2 minutes on the phone while I was recording. Luckily, I'll cut all that out, so, you know. Not that matter, I have my mic muted anyway. Yeah. So, sorry for the unprofessionalism, but, hey, we're making great strides here. Great strides. Like I said, we got another war to take this. We need to take Lower Volga. We need to take Kent. So Norway's high up on my hit list right now. So Sweden. Denmark has obtained Iceland. And several of their provinces are already becoming iconoclast. How quaint. The end of orthodoxy, or the banishment of orthodoxy, into Asia. It looks like the old religions are getting sent to Asia. I love some level of irony in this, I feel. Oh well. I guess Catholicism is not quite out of Europe yet. Question is, how long will Burgundy last? But yeah, this is the new empire. We are now ready to, I think, restore the Eastern Empire. Which will, of course, be Byzantium. My vassals are, you know, not totally useful, but, you know, Carthage was a little late, but it brought a good number of troops, 16, 13. That's a good number. My funds have stabilized. My stability is not quite stable. We'll see about that. In 2 more years. In 2 more years. Assuming, you know, another event doesn't just kill me. And then I can go back down to -3, because I will liably change out either Quest for the New World or Colonial Ventures in favor of Church Attendance Duty. Because, yeah, it's just, I need it. There's no questions asked now. I need Church Attendance Duty. Alright, so, this is going to be the end of the episode. Until next time, this is Calvin, signing off.